Welcome to all. In today's session, we will discuss about some basic concepts. So, I think that the best way to learn a programming language is start writing code in that particular language. So, today we will write a small program and then elaborate that program line by line. So, C program consists of functions and variables. So function contain statements that specify the computing operations to be done. Statements of function are enclosed in curly brackets. Programmers are at liberty to give functions whatever name they like. Variables store values used during the computation. So let's start with a simple program. So this is our first line, hash include stdio.h enclosed within angular brackets. Then we are writing here the function main and the opening curly bracket and as well as closing curly bracket, and between these brackets there is a statement printf, and a value is passed to this function hello world backslash n enclosed within double quotes, and finally at the last of this statement a semicolon is placed. So now we will start with the first line, hash include. So hash include directive works by directing the C preprocessor to scan the specified file as input before continuing with the rest of the current source file. So in this statement, which file is given? Standard input output header file. This statement tells the compiler to include information about the standard input output library. The stdio.h header defines three variable types, several macros, and various functions for performing input and output. It represents nearly 1/3 of the library. So it means there are some predefined functions, macros, which can be used by us directly in our program. So we need to include this header files in the very beginning. Then main, it is a function. We can see here that brackets are given after the name. Main is a function. Program begins execution at the beginning of main. So it means it is compulsory to code a main function because C program begins execution at the beginning of main. So this means that every program must have a main somewhere. One function can communicate data to another function by calling a function. Means if main function wants to communicate with another function, then that function will be called within the main function, and it will provide a list of values called arguments to the function it calls. The parentheses after the function name surround the argument list. So in this example, no argument is passed to main function. So main is defined to be a function that expects no argument, which is indicated by the empty list. Means if the list is given empty, it means in this example this main function does not expect any arguments. Statements of main are enclosed in curly brackets and each statement terminates with semicolon. Semicolon means the current statement has been terminated by the programmer. The next statement is printf hello world. So printf is a function. Printf is a function and argument is given to this function in the parenthesis. Now the function main contains only one statement in this example. It doesn't mean that main function can contain only one statement. In this example, the function main contains only one statement. There may be number of statements in the main function. Main function calls library function printf. It is a predefined function and its definition is given in standard input output header file. That's why we included stdio.h in the very beginning of the program. Function printf with the argument hello world and \n. This is the argument which is passed to this function when main calls this function. Then what is the use of this printf function? Printf prints output. In this case, the string of characters between the quotes. You can see here that we are passing a string. Printf function returns the number of characters printed on the console. It prints the output and then it returns a value, and that value is number of characters. So in this example, how many characters are printed by the printf? Calculate hello 2 2 4 5, then I space 6, then 3 9 to 11. 11 characters are printed on the console. The sequence \n in the string is C notation for the new line character. It is a escape sequence. We will cover escape sequences in the next coming videos, which when printed advances the output to the left margin on the next line. Printf never supplies a new line character automatically. So it means if you want to move to the new line, then programmer need to be explicitly include the new line character here \n. So thank you very much for listening me carefully and sincerely. Thank you.